Hello again. This is Erin Dragonsong with wiccaspirituality.com, and we're talking about magic. In particular, in today's episode, we're talking about how to empower your affirmations, your intentions, anything like that, so that they really become juicy and powerful, and the universe goes, oh, okay, I'm on it. That's what we want, right? So in the last video, we talked about how to phrase, essentially, how to phrase your affirmations and stuff, your magic spells, your intentions, anything of that nature, your prayers even, so that you're getting the results that you actually want and you're not unintentionally calling in what you don't want. If you haven't seen that, I'll put a link below so you can pop back and watch that video. In this video, it's how to really power them up with a lot of, like, charge them with a lot of juice so that they become part of your reality sooner in yourself and manifesting in your life. All right, you ready? So I like to, okay, there are a lot of ways you can do this, and I actually find that it works well if you do them all as frequently as you can. Okay, so tip number one, write them out by hand. I like to do this on a nice piece of paper with my favorite pen, because the better I feel as I'm doing it and the smoother it goes, the better energy is going into it. You're also essentially doing a bit of a magic spell when you do this. So write your affirmations out by hand on a nice piece of paper, post them where you'll see them often. Even if you're not consciously looking at them, it's really great if you can move them around so that you can consciously look at them, read them, accept them. Yes, take that in, say yes to them. But the daily practice of writing them out by hand, once, twice, 3 times a day, the more you do it, of course, the better. It puts it into, it uses different parts of your brain than just thinking does, than just reading does. Using it by hand uses a different part of your brain than typing on a computer does. And it gets into the neurons in a different way. It becomes a neural pattern in a different way. So that's one tip. And whether or not you do the writing, here's the second tip. Say them out loud with great conviction, lots of energy. It's especially useful to say them out loud, or to do affirmations of any kind before falling asleep or just upon waking, when your mind is still in that sort of gentle open space a little bit more. And if you can't manage conviction, go for volume. Volume is a fairly good substitute for conviction. But say them out loud, and you not only are you using the affirmations, but you're hearing yourself say them. Your body is hearing yourself say them. Your mind is hearing yourself say them. And if you believe something, and if you're saying something, then it's actually your mind's job to try to make it true. If there's one thing the ego doesn't like, it's being wrong, right? So if you're thinking something, then your mind wants to make it true. So saying them out loud and with great conviction, your mind is really motivated. Oh, okay, I really believe this. It's got to be true. So it'll start looking for ways to make it true, and it'll start looking for how it's already true, which is very, very helpful in making your affirmations manifest more quickly. So along with that is frequency. Repeat them often. You really have to do this every day. If you're not doing it every day, your subconscious mind is just, remember, just pumping it out, pumping it out, pumping it out, those old programs all the time, often at high volume. So if you're not at least doing this a few times a day, or, as frequently as possible, put a little bracelet on or a ring on or something that reminds you, so that every time you see it or touch it, you connect with that intention, with that affirmation again. The more you can feed the affirmation, the better it is. Another really helpful way to do an affirmation is to make it into a chant that you can sing. It helps if it rhymes. Gosh, I had one just in my head that I was going to share with you, and now it's slipped away. But if you take your intention or your affirmation and kind of make it into a chant that you can sing, it's easier to maintain a song. And once it starts going, it kind of stays on, it becomes an earworm, and it keeps rolling around in your mind, even when you're not consciously paying attention to it. So that's a very, very powerful way to do it. Rhyme helps as well. It helps it integrate into your consciousness in a different level. Stay with an affirmation for at least a month. 30 days is kind of like a minimum. And you'll start to see that it might evolve as you go along. It might get a little bit more clear. It might change to keep alive a little bit, but stay with the basic idea for at least a month. Another thing that you can do is wear a smile, or a half smile, even just a hint of a smile. Think of a smile while you're saying your affirmations. This inclines your body to believe you more, for one thing, and also it generates that happy feeling that is now associated with an affirmation. So the universe sees this idea, this affirmation, this intention, and it sees the energy that you have with it, and it goes, oh, she wants this. This is the energy. This is what she has good energy for. So I'll send her that. That may have been a little confusing, but smiling helps. Touching your heart helps. You can even touch the space between your eyebrows, or on the top of your head, or the sides of your eyes. There are various parts of your body that you can touch. And if you have an affirmation for a certain part of your body, you may want to touch that part of your body. But touching your heart, smiling, saying it out loud, try nodding as I kind of actually do this when I'm rocking. It just is a natural sort of head movement that's essentially like nodding. And I rock a lot. The nodding also signals your body that this is your truth. It just takes it another level deeper. It just creates the neural patterns that say, yes, this is true. Yes, this is true. Yes, this is true. And that's on the subconscious level, like it's getting into your body at that level. And that's what you want, right? Say them looking at yourself in a mirror. And another way of doing this is to say your own name in the mirror, right? Like I would say, Erin, you're doing great, for instance, whatever it is that you want to say. It's also, try giving yourself a high five in the mirror. You're doing great, right? Or I do this sometimes, pointing and talking and lots of energy and excitement. That all makes it more real, makes it more active, makes it more alive for you. It all draws more universal attention. You could think of it that way. But looking at yourself in the mirror, you're saying something to yourself. Yourself wants to believe you, right? It's very, very powerful. Louise Hay might have even started this whole mirror work sort of idea, but it's very, very powerful. And that's why she did it. And she got such great results with people. Okay. Ideally, generate a feeling of belief in yourself to the degree that you can. I often say, yes, thank you, while I'm doing affirmations, because it's at least signaling my body that I want to believe it. So, you can say your affirmations, I'm happy, healthy, and well, or whatever it is that you want to say. Yes, thank you. I am happy, healthy, and well. Yes, thank you. Feel as your body starts to go, yeah, okay, yeah, right? When you do that. And the more feeling you can get, that's where the power for your affirmations really, really happens. You can also incorporate some sort of affirmation about affirmations into your affirmations. You can say to yourself things like, I believe 100% that I can have this, that I deserve this, that I am worthy. I know completely and on all levels of my being that this is true. And so it is. And this is locked into my deepest body, mind, and soul as truth for all time. This is the truth of me. I am in this energy timeline now, whether or not I see it around me. I know this is truth. I know this is so. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessed be. Right? This is a really wonderful way to end your affirmations. You can also do anchor, lock, and seal, or tapping. if you do tapping as you do your affirmations. Maybe I'll try to put my tapping link on here for you. If you tap as you say your affirmations, that helps it get into your body, and also at the same time dismantle anything that's a resistance to that affirmation. Okay, visualizing as you do your affirmations. So it's not just saying it to yourself, but putting yourself into the picture of living it, whatever it is. I am happy and healthy. I'm happy and healthy. See yourself doing what you would do, being happy and healthy. See yourself feeling how you would feel. What would you be doing right now? How would you be doing the same things? If you're washing dishes, how would you be washing the dishes if you were happy and healthy? How would you be doing your job, going for a walk, dealing with your kids, whatever it is? Put yourself into them and visualize that as much as you can with all of the senses. Visualizing, again, doesn't mean just your eyes. It means using all of your senses, like a surround sound, virtual reality, full immersion kind of experience to the degree that you can. And if there's one other thing that I want to say, which I alluded to earlier, which is you need to act on it. In some way, ground your affirmations with an action. If you say I am healthy, then ground that affirmation with drinking plenty of good, clean water, say, or going for a walk every day, or something that for you helps make that something that you can believe in and something that you're enacting, that you're actually putting into process. That is going to get a lot better a lot better results. So there's a little bit more on the website. I can put the link below. You can go and check that out. But the idea is essentially use all of the tools you have and all of the power you have and all of the focus you have. You can even call your allies and angels and guides and guardians and deities and ascended masters and whomever to come in and help you. Believe these, help you activate these in your body and your subconscious, help you experience them and manifest them in your life. So that's all that we're going to do for this one. I will see you in the next video on magic. We've got a streak going here. We're going to keep it going. All right, take care.